too, man. I'm real
Feel
because
like
I
he,
want to see an upset. I'm tired of picking against Indiana. I done picked against Indiana every round of the playoffs this year. Like I had Milwaukee beating them, I had Cleveland beating them, and reluctantly I had the Knicks beating them. I'm tired of picking against them, quite frankly. Even
Fact.
though this
you're not picking him over AKC though.
this their toughest challenge for sure.
By
You're not
far.
picking them up. You're not picking
No.
OKC. You're not picking Pacers over
I'm
OKC.
hoping they win, but I'm not going. I can't pick them in my right mind. I can't pick them.
He not neither. I don't know why he
I
just
don't
acting
know.
like
He making the face.
he's capped.
I got
But
Indiana.
Damn. That's how we starting off.
I got Indiana.
You got them for real, or
I
you just
picked because, but what we said last round. I said I'm picking the Knicks, but I'm rooting for Indiana. Fuck that rule shit. I'm picking Indiana. Basketball analysis out the window. Don't ask me nothing else about it. I'm picking Indiana. I'm making my pick align with my rooting interest. Cause I'm going Indiana.
Damn.
Going Pacers, bro. Going Pacers. That's all I gotta say right now. I guess I don't know if I jumped the gun. If I don't know if we was on
you
pick
don't know.
shit.
You have no idea if you jumped the gun or not. You don't know.
I'm going Pacers, dog. I got Pacers. Now, don't ask me my confidence level, but if I'm rooting for them, bro, I want to pick them. So I'm gonna take them. I'm taking the Pacers. I'm gonna take them as 6 because it ain't no way they win the game 7 at OKC. That shit did.
I don't think they win in the game in OKC. Period. To be totally honest with you, I don't know how they pull that off. Has anybody won at OKC? Just Denver.
Denver won at OKC.
Minnesota only won at home. And then
Who they play in the first round? Who the OKC play in the first round?
Memphis. I'm pretty sure it was
Oh, they
Memphis.
fucking shit out of Memphis. Yeah, I forgot about Ja.
And then they
Ja had just figured them out though. Ja had them figured out right before he got hurt. It's too bad he got hurt. He figured them out. He was on the head.
How you figure he
What do you
figured
figure out?
No, I don't. This is what Ja said. I'm repeating the statement. Ja Morant said, "I hate I got hurt because I had figured them out. I figured them out."
I'll take Ja word for that. I ain't gonna hold you up. I'll take Ja word. If he feel he try to figure them out, he ain't proved it. But if he believe he figured them out, I'll take his word for it.
He got a whole other team that still gotta he did.
They not him. So I get that. They can't do what he can do.
How was he ever gonna win that then?
I don't know. That's because you gotta ask him. I don't know. I ain't say it. But if he said it, I'll take his word for it. I believe him.
That's just as bad as picking Indiana. Y'all on the same level right now.
Now, honestly, I wanted to go 7 games, and I think OKC will pull out in the 7-game series. But if Haliburton pull this motherfucker off, after being crowned the most overrated motherfucker in the goddamn NBA, man, please.
You're not saying that.
Not only being the most overrated person in the NBA, everybody talk about Tatum and rightfully so not playing the Olympics. Halliburton had the lowest minutes in Olympic NBA and Olympic basketball.
So.
I'm not mad at it. Obviously, I'm not mad at it, but I'm just saying to parlay that with being most overrated to a ring.
That's overrated. I don't think you can put his minutes in the Olympics along with this season. Nah, because we did
it for Tatum. Why we can't do it for him?
No. We didn't look at this season for Tatum. We looked at what happened that past season going into that summer on why we felt pissed off by him not getting that minutes. We're not looking at this season. That was last year's shit. Why we felt Tatum should have got more minutes.
It's both.
And nothing to do with this year.
It's both.
Nothing
coming into the season, people were like Tatum is about to be on the rampage
because of what happened the past season, right or wrong. But man, just win that ring, right?
for what just happened during the season and the Olympics coming into this season.
That past up coming to the season, what has transpired between that last season? Yeah, we felt that he should got more minutes because he deserved to get minutes. His fucking Jason Tatum. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, even this year, if he cemented way more than Tyrese Haliburton is cemented. That was something
That's what I was
Tyrese had to
saying.
do.
Go ahead. That's not what I was saying.
You cut me off. What am I missing? Since you had to cut me off about it.
I'm not comparing Haliburton to Tatum as far as stature or cachet. I didn't say that people disagreed. Nobody made a peep about Haliburton not playing, me included, because everybody understood why he didn't play. I'm just saying to go from it all in the same calendar year to go from most overrated, not getting no burn in the Olympics, to leading a team that nobody thought could win the fucking finals to a ring. It's a part of his story, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I heard what you said, but I'm saying that hold no weight to me because it's like rightfully so. You were supposed to get though, man. It wasn't like you was earned or deserving of something. You see what I'm saying? Now the overrated shit, that was like okay, that was fucked up in my opinion. I don't think, bro, overrated. Out of everybody, he's the most overrated. I thought that was a knock. So if take that team, take that along with this team to the championship and win that bitch, yeah, that hold my weight. Now him, to me personally, I don't feel there's no knock on him or no disrespect on his name by him not getting no minutes. I don't think that's a big deal to me.
It's not a knock, but I do think that it's part of the story. But I mean, we get why he didn't play because you got Steph Curry and LeBron. You don't really need another distributor.
Everybody knows.
However, I'm the nigga that
you might only get 2 or 3. My bad. You might get 2 or 3 more minutes even this year. Like even with a ring, you still gonna play him more minutes over Steph Curry.
Well, I mean, it won't be no Steph next time. I'm pretty sure Steph is probably done, even when the World Games come. But
we saying hypothetically speaking, well, we're not saying real life.
Yeah, he would get more. He would get minutes over Steph this time, I think. Or he would get more minutes. He might not take Steph.
He wouldn't start, but he would definitely get some
more minutes. He'll get more. He'll get the same. How many minutes What's name got? White. He'll get White minutes for sure.
Yeah. I'm not telling you he played 20, 25. I don't think he played that much.
He definitely get more minutes, but I don't see him
that's all. That's
more
all
minutes. Like he's not about to be a starter of Steph Curry now because I'm not going to do that.
Probably not. Probably not.
Not Curry the coach, but I'm rooting for Haliburton. I still believe OKC had a better team. I think SGA and them boys just a well-oiled machine. I said that shit when I seen them play against Minnesota. Everybody was like, no, they did Denver, how Denver played them. Denver did this, Y, and Z. Without watching them games, Minnesota outmatched. Now, I'm not saying that Pacers are the same level as Minnesota. I really want to say this match to go, but I don't see nobody this year beating OKC, even Indiana. But if Tyrese Haliburton can pull that motherfucker off, with that that everybody saying he trash, overrated, Tim Hardaway Jr. Seeing one to fight the nigga seemed like got them on camera and shit. So
who called him overrated? Who voted him overrated?
I don't know who voted.
It's an anonymous poll of NBA players. I'll give y'all the list. So Tyrese Haliburton was named. It's NBA players unanimous poll. Haliburton was named most overrated. He got 15% of the votes. Rudy Gobert got 10% of the vote. He was second. Rudy should have probably been first. Let's be clear.
Ain't no problem about it.
Nah.
Third.
Not true. That's not true. What are you rating him as? It's overrated, not worse or not. Overrated means a lot of niggas think that you're 5. I'm like the only Rudy Gobert fan that y'all know. Overrated? Think about what overrated
I think it ain't even just niggas think you 5, my opinion, bro. I think it's accolades as well. You have to include, bro. He has the most defensive player of the year awards of all time, and he's unplayable in the fourth quarter defensively. He gets picked because they put his big ass in pick and roll, and he can't move them puppies.
No big can come up there and do it with Luka though. What big? You think Kevin Garnett can do it? I don't think that's being overrated. I don't think that's.
He can do a lot better than fucking Rudy Gobert.
Kevin Garnett wasn't unplayable in the fourth quarter.
He did a good job doing it against Luka this year.
I think when they say overrated, when I'm thinking Rudy it's everything that is what he got. It's how much he got traded for. Everybody thinking that was outrageous to give up that much. It's the accolades that people don't feel like he deserved, and it's the seeing him. The money he's a max player. He's a one-sided player at that. He gives you nothing offensively unless it's the Lakers.
Yeah, but you don't rank him good offensive. Think about what overrated means. Overrated. Player. People think that you're this, but you're actually this.
People who think that.
Who thinks that he's this?
If I got no fans, but people who vote and think that shit about him. How many?
I think it's just a bias against certain players. Huh?
I see the white. I see the white.
So you mean to tell me Haliburton is more overrated than fucking?
I don't think he's overrated. I don't think that many players are overrated. Like as much shit as I talk, I think most of them are properly rated.
Oh, just hear the list. I'm sure you'll agree with at least one name on this list. But it's a lot that come along. Rudy Gobert. We ain't got to. Rudy. You know yourself, Rudy, some bullshit. You know yourself, Rudy, some bullshit.
He can't catch the basketball. You told me that.
Facts. But what is he? What is he known as? He's not known as an offensive player.
But I don't. But I think that's the point. I think that's the point, Walt. He's a defensive player who I don't think is that great of a defensive player. I don't think Rudy's that great of a defensive player.
I think it's a bias towards Rudy Gobert.
Like, do you really think Rudy's an all-time great defender? Because I heard Dwight Howard was on Nightcap and he called Rudy Gobert the greatest defender ever. And everybody's like, what the fuck? He's like, well, I'm just going about what the awards say. He's got 4 of them. You feel me? So do you think he's an all-time great defensive player?
I like that question. What would you rank him over all-time defensive players? Would you put him over a Dwight Howard, a Kevin Garnett, a fucking Metta World Peace, a Tony
Ben Wallace? Yeah.
Ben Wallace. Right. Like, what you rank?
Y'all are so taking this all the way out of context. He didn't play with them. I don't think he would have won a Defensive Player of the Year award over any of them. Look at when he's playing. Who are the other candidates? First of all, he is an elite defender.
I'm glad you said
first
that.
of all.
I'm going to bring it up later.
I'm not mad at that point. I'm not mad at that point, Walt. I'm going to let you cook. Go ahead.
Second of all, yeah, I already won this conversation, basically. But second of all, he is an elite defender, but he's one of those defenders where it might not always show up on a stat sheet. I won't talk about his defense against the Lakers because them motherfuckers don't have nobody that can score, and then they lose, and all of a sudden everybody was hurt. Everybody was hurt now. We lost, now we was hurt. So you can't even count that series. Who they play in the second round? Who Minnesota beat in the second round? Who they sent home?
Golden State.
Man, come on, man.
He didn't do shit. That's different. That was the Julius Randle series. You was crazy. That was the Julius Randle series.
I could see.
But plus, we don't have a big, so I get you. Go ahead.
I can see it. Yeah, but what you were telling me going into that series was how y'all don't have a big, but y'all still out rebound all these teams. So I don't want to hear that we don't have a big now. Because you wasn't saying that before the series. You was talking about
I'm saying if you look at Rudy's minutes, I'm pretty sure that's the least amount of minutes he's played in any series. He wasn't even a factor, is my point. I'm not saying we have a big as an excuse.
I get it. But again, his shit is not always going to show up on the stat sheet if you watch it. But again, if you name the defenders, who's always in the conversation? It's pretty much 2 people. Draymond and Rudy Gobert. Those are the only ones, probably over the last 7-8 years, that are always in the conversation. Kawhi?
Big.
You said 7-8 years.
He said big, though. I thought he said big.
I think Kawhi won Defensive Player of the Year before.
Yeah, he definitely did.
I think it ain't that many niggas to really choose from, in my opinion. So
I think they've been being lazy, bro. First off, last year, that shit definitely belonged to Anthony Davis. Let's be clear. AD, that giving that shit to Rudy that year was some bullshit.
When you say giving, you make it seem, again, I agree. Anthony Davis, it almost should have been what's it called when it's just you? Unanimous. It also should have been unanimous for AD last year. They gave it to Rudy. I would agree with you. But I don't know. It's something about when you say give it to him, it's like, let's just give it to him. Man, that nigga is an elite defender. He didn't deserve it last year. I agree. But they didn't. I don't feel like they just handed it to him.
Okay.
I feel like it's just a bias towards that nigga because he looked like he looked like can't get right on offense. But on defense, man, that nigga is like that on defense.
Plus, bro, we've seen some huge moment on him in the playoffs while he's on defense.
You've seen that from a lot of elite defenders. What are we doing here?
Not 4-time back-to-back. Not the moments, bro. I've never seen niggas just ISO Ben Wallace for the game and shit. Like, I get you saying the error. That was a great fucking point. But I'm just saying all that shit factors in. I'm not saying you wrong, but I'm saying when your mind is creating narratives and what you seeing, you remember Rudy getting ISO for the game and getting blue pass or getting step back shot or getting like, and he's a 4-time defense, and you remember him not being playable in the fourth quarter because he couldn't do drop coverage, move his feet, play pick and roll. He's a really good rim protector. That's it. He's a one-sided defender.
Good. He's good on the side or the strong side. We're not gonna act like that's it. He's good against actual bigs. You can say Joker if you want, but Joker does that to AD too. So Gobert ain't a good defender.
Neither Dwight Howard.
I've seen he's great against peasants, bro. I've never seen Rudy Gobert shut down an elite big man. Granted, it's only a couple of them.
So AD's not good. AD's not good. What was Joker doing to AD for 2 playoff series in a row? What was Joker doing to AD? Remind me what he was doing. Aside from averaging the 25, 30-point triple-double, what was he doing to AD?
You said Joker? Or you said Gobert?
You said Gobert can't lock up any elite bigs.
Right, okay.
AD locked down, that was an elite big. What did Joker do him?
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying Gobert locked down AD, and I was trying to think when they played.
Bigs don't lock down bigs no more. Those days of Tim Duncan locking up against that shit is over. And I came to that conclusion. It's over. It's over. Embiid don't lock down nobody. I love AD. Joker was putting up 30-point triple doubles on him in the playoffs, bro. It's over. Those elite big days.
I'm not. We have spent a lot of time on this, and I'm not mad at anything. I get why Rudy Gobert is on the list because we were just talking about most overrated list.
Who else on the list?
Yeah.
So Rudy Gobert is second. Trae Young is third.
How? What does overrated mean? I don't get the definition of overrated.
And hold on. Now, granted, these ain't motherfuckers that's in suits on camera saying this shit. These are niggas that suit up and play against it.
That's why I said it. It was rhetorical.
So, I don't know. Now, granted, we don't know about how much dislike personally versus you really ain't that fire like everybody think you that fire. You get what I'm saying? Hell, niggas thought Dwayne Wade was overrated when he was in his prime.
But couldn't do no with him in front of him. Yeah.
What these players are ranking, how are they judging these players when they're playing against them? I don't know what they're going off of. But
I
know for a guarantee that I seen Tyrese Haliburton get overrated, and I seen Tim Hardaway Sr. holler like that nigga's not like that. Like he wanted to fight, bro, for some reason. Like he did not like that.
I think it was the demeanor. Niggas he didn't like it. Yeah, he didn't like it.
He said he was talking shit.
He hated Haliburton. He popped shit, and then like, cause last year a lot of people was at his neck about that shit with him and Dame. Cause Dame done had all these moments and shit. How dare you Dame in front of Dame and do all these things that Haliburton. How dare you walk into the Garden with the Reggie Miller shirt, Game 7 against the Knicks? Like how dare you? Like Haliburton pop his shit.
How dare you go for a game tying and do it in front of fucking?
But this was last year. I was just saying like
last year.
I was just speaking on coming into the season why I think he's been hated for like whatever reason. Like Haliburton has been hated.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like to cut you up, but that shit lame as fuck. Is like it's not most disliked. It's overrated.
Yeah, they just.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like how much of this shit is overrated versus personal. Cause it's not personal. Like
see this list. Hold on, let me finish the list real quick. We gotta move on, bro. We doing like cause this list, I just want to get to a couple more names. Cause I agree with this next one, and I know Walt gonna agree with the one after that. And for me to agree with the next one may sound crazy. So after Trae Young is Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
I agree. I can see why niggas think Jimmy is overrated.
Because they rate him like so high all the time. Like
I can see why niggas think Jimmy is
I'm not
overrated.
with that one. He's still good though.
I can see why they think Jimmy is overrated. Much as I need Jimmy, you're on my squad now, but I can see why niggas think that. And then after Jimmy is Draymond Green.
Yeah,
But I don't think Draymond is overrated. I want to get in this conversation with you because I know you don't like Draymond. But
Yeah.
I think Draymond is rated appropriately for what he does defensively.
But Gobert is not. That's crazy. But I think people, I don't know. I think it's a lot of people they could have put in that third slot, and Steph would still have 4 rings. I think Draymond maximized. Let me finish. Please let me finish.
Okay.
I think Draymond maximized what you want in your third best player. He for sure maximized it. Like he maximized it. But there are other players that I think could have played that same role. And I think some
Like who? Like who?
Like that's a hard role to play. That's a very hard role.
Answer the question. Like I'm not
I'm not trying to cut you off. I'm just saying that's a hard role to play.
I'm not about to name some niggas who were just okay. Like the niggas I'm gonna name are some good players. I think Paul George could have played in that role. I think he was just fine.
No.
Go ahead.
Paul George could see, and that's why Draymond belongs on the list because of niggas like y'all, in my opinion. Because of niggas like y'all, like
Paul George, and now they deal with Draymond.
Let me finish.
Go ahead. I'm good. I'm sorry.
He is a really good defender, Draymond. He's had some years where he's actually been an elite defender. I'll give him that. This year included, I think he was pretty elite this year. He's not really a scorer. He's a decent passer, really good distributor though. Like degree of difficulty of the passes. Okay. He's okay. But he's a good distributor. Like he knows where to pass and stuff. But I look at Paul George and I feel like Paul George could do all of that and score. That's just me. I think he could do all of that and score. I just don't hold Draymond as high as others do. Like I think he's solid. He's a solid player that had a solid career, but he has some good years. But the year that Steph didn't play, granted, he only played a handful of games. What the fuck did he do? I think he just rode their coattails. I'm gonna be honest.
Let me go, Jared. Before you go.
That's what I think.
No,
he had a chance to be the guy.
Let me go.
He didn't even want to play.
Rode their coattails is crazy. Okay.
This is why I think Draymond Green is so underrated. Now, if you want to say take Draymond Green off Golden State and Woody Draymond Green, that's a fair point. But for that man and that jersey and that organization, they don't win rings without Draymond Green. They needed all 3. You needed Steph Curry for sure. You needed Klay Thompson with the shooting and the fucking defense. You needed Klay Thompson. I don't think Draymond Green he gets his credit for defense, rightfully so. But with Draymond Green offensively, he don't get what I think he's supposed to get. Draymond Green is really the quarterback of that offense. The way he get the ball and distribute that shit, it's something to see. And fuck no, Paul George can't do that. No, hell no. Not in crunch time. We're not just talking about in first, second, third quarters and races and games. We're talking about at the highest point of competition in basketball. When a game on the line, Brent's going to make the right reads. He's never going to get flustered into making a bad decision. Offensively, fuck the defense. It's about offensively. How he's able to pick people apart and set his guys up. Not even Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Even the bigs and shit like that. How he manipulate the defense to set everything up with his guys. I don't think he gets the credit offensively he deserves. Like, Draymond Green is a beast in a whole other level. Fuck him in an underrated defender. Play against centers and shit and getting in their fucking business. Out dogging these niggas. Like, no.
What center did he out dog? I'm tired of saying he can guard all the, who's the center? Name the center.
What you mean? No,
the last year when we won the ring that year, look at Jokic's numbers. We played Denver in the second round. He defended the fuck out of Joker, bro.
Before he was Joker. He did have a good series. I agree. But you talking about Joker before he was Joker. But okay, cool.
Joker always did. He went 5
like he was 22. You talking about
he wasn't MVP. He won MVP the next year. Like he was.
You talking about 22? My bad. I'm thinking you mean back.
No, I'm talking about the last ring we won. We beat Boston. We played Denver in the second round, and Jokers did not get off. I watched every game. Draymond, that to me, defensively, thinking about his man, that was some of his best work, bro. Like that was top tier defensive Draymond.
Great.
Hold on, and hold on, real quick though, because you just gave credit to Draymond Green. You agreed that Draymond Green played a damn good series against Joker
and against the Celtics, for sure.
For sure. Now we brought Rudy Gobert name up as a defender, guarding Joker, and you say, "Oh, he do it in every goddamn body." We just proved that theory is not the case. Because Draymond Green,
I ain't gonna do Rudy like that because I think Rudy was good that year. I think Rudy was good last year when they beat him. He was already prime Joker too, compared to what Draymond got.
That's what I was about to say. Like I took that back, AJ. When you said Dwight Howard, I was like, okay, you're right.
You did say
right. I gotta remember that Joker didn't turn into Joker probably until, like you said, Jeremiah, the year after Golden State won. Like where it was like, oh shit. The year they won championship. That's where it was like, oh, this nigga might be the best player in the league. For real. Because Draymond has had elite seasons as a defender. He has. I just think people act like he's elite every year. I don't think that. I think his one chance to really show us what he was the year. I know Clay was out, and I think it was the year Steph hurt his wrist or his elbow, and he really wasn't hurt. He could hand something. He could have came back, but he didn't. And Draymond played injured after like 8 games. But we saw.
Let's be clear. I don't think Drake, like I said, I understand why Draymond don't want to play. It don't look good for him. It don't look good for him. I think he need that last game motherfucker in that court with him.
I don't see it. But I think that's the beauty in basketball though. Like that I can see something that y'all don't see. Like I only think he's overrated because of what other people think about him. Just like y'all probably say maybe y'all think Rudy is overrated because of what I think about him. So I'm not here to argue with y'all though. Like the Trae Young thing is ridiculous though. That one is. We should all agree on that. That's
ridiculous. Trae's not overrated.
He still lead the league in assists.
Trae's not overrated. This the only nigga that's never played with another all-star teammate. Like and Trae's not overrated at all. So after Draymond is Ja Morant. They said Ja overrated. And then last on the list, Julius Randle.
I'm done with that list. Let's get back to the Pacers. I'm done with that
I
list.
get Julius Randle ain't do himself no favors in this last series. That was a really, really bad Western Conference Finals for Julius Randle. That was horrendous. That was really bad for Julius Randle, yo.
It's okay. Now let's talk about this real quick. Julius Randle, Minnesota, right?
I'm finna grab my head from.
How much of that you believe was bad coaching?
In what way? You talking about like them losing or in regards to Julius Randle?
Them losing. How they lost the fact.
It actually wasn't on coaching. I got inspired when it was 2-0, and I was like, yeah, Minnesota finna win. Come back and win both at home because I got so much faith in Edmund. But what you said to start the show is why they lost, and nobody should be overthinking it. They were outmatched, bro. Sometimes when you play a team, that team is just over. I don't see any adjustments that Minnesota could have made. Once I saw that they sent 2 bodies at SGA, right? They start off with McDaniels on them. Alexander Walker come in on them. Ant-Man. You try drop coverage, he still don't shoot. Then he starts shooting like it. Once I saw that there was really no answer for SGA, I probably saw that realistically game 2, but it really hit me in game 4 when Minnesota jumped out to that lead and they just walked their ass down. I was like, yeah, they're just not as good as OKC. So I don't want to blame coaching. You got something to say about coaching?
Now, if you want to talk about defensively, cool. Offense, looking at the Minnesota offense, I didn't see any adjustments.
What do you think they could have did? Real question.
I like the idea Gil came up with. When Gil was saying get Ant off the ball, put the ball in Conley's hand, and then do the picks and pick and rolls off that to get Dart off of Ant. To get the match to be one to start cooking. I feel as though he did nothing offensively to get Ant going. Because how many people on that team could really go for 30, 40 points easily every night they really wanted to, with opportunity to go that? I only see Ant that can do that. I think Julius Randle put up 25, but I don't see him going 30, 40.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't see him able to do that. So you okay, we need this offense and we need to figure out how to get our best offensive player going. And I think as a coach, whatever you got to do to figure it out, you got to figure it out. Now, maybe it's not this year because we get, like you see, what supposed to have to do is to change the offense up to get Miami going when they got going. But I put it on coaching to not put your guys in a bad position to achieve. Now, it's different if Ant missing wide open shots or he's not beating his matchup.
He had to work for everything.
Every fucking possession. Every possession, he had to fight and claw and scratch to make a shot look good, like a miss look good.
I'm talking about to even get the ball.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, yeah, he had 300. So it was like, and then even when Tyrese got the ball, it was like, all right, when he get the ball, we're gonna do him like this. We get the ball, like we're not gonna let your two best offensive players get any kind of rhythm. And I feel the role players play off of the star players.
The role players ball though. The role players ball.
But yeah, for sure. But even with that, you still need your guys to go.
Oh yeah, at least one of them. You need at least one of them to like get you 25.
So really it's like when they wasn't doing that consistently, it was just like, and you seen Dart was a fool on Ant on defense. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we gotta get him. We gotta figure out something to get him going. So yeah, I put a lot of that on coaching.
That
man, you got everything on coaching, but I put a lot of that on coaching. For sure.
My only thing with what you just said is Conley then has to turn around and play defense. That's my only thing. But to your point, if Ant-Man don't go off, the defense don't matter because we're not gonna win.
It's no shot. If Ant ain't gonna give you at least 35 points and Randall give you another 20, 23, 24, 25 points, like is what we doing? You gonna say we can't already? We got a nigga we can't stop for sure.
Can't stop him anyway. We got a
nigga we can't stop.
Yeah. So we might as well.
Like at some point, we need to have our nigga that can't be stopped too. Now we need to figure out to make him dog on their defense. And when I seen how good they were defensively that game one, I was like, bro, I don't know. They like, oh, quit now. Y'all like, nah, give more time. Denver was able to shake some shit with a boot. Like, all right. But game one don't look like they look like they was just the most dominant team. They look more dominant. Now we gonna talk about the Knicks and Patriots and how that series looked as far as the Tips trying to get fired and shit like that. Because I look, the Patriots look like they're the most dominant team too. Like Knicks can do shit with them, and we still have their coach. So
I don't know about that. I don't know about the Pacers thing because the Pacers did go get game one. The Knicks should have won game one. The Knicks
absolutely.
The Pacers did win the series, but the Knicks also a little fumbled. The Knicks kind of fumbled the series too. Like the same thing you just said about Ant-Man. I'm not gonna take the credit, but I saw somebody say the same thing on Twitter about Brunson. Like, why are they doing so? Like Brunson is having to work hard to dribble it up the court. Let Josh Hart dribble that motherfucker up the court and set screens for him off the ball, to come get it that way and like reserve some energy.
I ain't gonna hold you. I cut you off, but I heard I don't know if I said it before. But he made a great point. I about to send you the clip when he was saying, and I agree with you always said this. Brunson pound that damn ball for the most
16 seconds, bro. He dribbling for 16 seconds.
How are you gonna get any kind of offense going when you're like 16 seconds is going? We get 8 seconds to goddamn get a shot. And you got a team with a Patriot team where that shit flowing. You feel me? They playing a certain tempo. You trying to match that tempo, and you got a nigga gonna take the ball whole shot clock, and then throw niggas time bombs and shit when he want to get the ball out his hand. You're not been a really good team like that. Not a championship built team. There's no way in fucking hell. Fuck no.
Yeah, Brunson. I think Brunson just goes 1-on-5 too much. Sometimes it's not his fault because you look at the second best player, that's Cat. He's not engaged, and Bridges ain't hitting nothing. But you can't go 105 and win in the playoffs. That shit'll work for. If you look at his stat lines at the end of games, it'll be 30 points, and you go, Brunson had a good game. But then you watch it, and it's like, bro, nobody else was involved. Like you didn't pass the ball to nobody, bro. And then
that's how you go together.
And then they make a bucket. The Pacers Hail Mary that bitch down court, and they score in less than 3 seconds. All right,
you do it again. You see what I'm saying? Do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again. Like you can't, like we got, so you can't stop, and you can't stop. But then you doing something exhausting the shit out of you. So when we do make a push and go overtime, you lose.
And we go deeper. We go deeper. My starters get way more rest than yours. I got 8 to 10 niggas that have played all season. They're ready for this moment. You don't
Now,
got that.
granted, I understand why Chip got fired because of that. And he was saying before the players would start, hell, how they was playing so many minutes with just their guys, they weren't putting the whole roster involved. Like for whole season you doing this playoff 8-man rotation shit.
That's who he is. He's been doing that.
Yeah, he got his ass at home.
That's what got Derrick Rose hurt.
He ain't making the vacation before he got fired. They was no goddamn time to fire his ass.
Can y'all hear me?
You ain't saying shit, just jump.
No, I was just saying, can y'all hear me? Yeah. I think the fair question is what Walk said. Do y'all think the Knicks underachieved? Do y'all think that season was a failure?
It's hard to say that because they did so they ain't did it in my whole life. That's number one. But when you looking at now, this is what we're gonna talk about this a little later. When you're looking at matchups and times that we're living in, I don't know if they're supposed to be the Pacers, but they're supposed to be a 7-game series for sure. Mm-hmm. It's simple. It wasn't supposed to go down like that. Now, if we talk about they won or lost, that's a different conversation. But how they lost, I think that would cost that man his job. How they lost makes it look even worse than what it actually is, in my opinion. Because they look like the inferior team.
Mm-hmm. I think two things, bro. I think that their season was a failure. They came up short because of who they lost to. I feel like them losing to the Pacers in the conference finals is worse than if they would have lost to Boston in round 2. You feel me? Like, I think you could have ate losing to Boston regardless of the round. But losing to the Pacers, who just knocked you off last year, Game 7 in your building, definite failure, bro. Losing to this team back-to-back years after you made all these improvements on this team. You feel me? You gave up all what you gave up to go get Bridges. You gave up what you gave up to go get Cat. You know what I'm saying? And to lose to the same team in less games than you lost to them in last year, and they're the same team. Everybody there, there's Nembhard, there's Neesmith, Turner. It's no upgrades on Indiana. Yeah. And they beat you this year in less games than they beat you in last year. So for that fact alone, I have to call it a failure on the Knicks' behalf. My second point is I think they already wanted to fire Tibbs to begin with. I think nothing short of a finals appearance, at least. Because it's hard to fire a nigga after you take it to the finals. So I think nothing short of a finals appearance. I think they already kind of had their mind made up. They own Tibbs.
But why? Why would you believe they had their mind already made up on firing Tibbs?
What I was hearing when the GM came out, because he was not cool with not playing the bench. And earlier this year when we did the top trios and minutes played in the NBA, they was all Knicks. It was all different variations of Knicks players. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The organization wasn't fucking with that, bro. And plus, I have to believe that. I have to believe it because why else do you make this move other than feeling like it was a failure and you already wanted to get out Tibbs? I can't articulate it the way I want to right now in this moment, but it's certain things that was going on that made me feel like they was already ready to get rid of Tibbs to begin with.
Yeah, I think they overachieved and underachieved. Obviously, everything you just said is why I think they underachieved because of who they lost to. You make a good point saying the Knicks got better roster-wise. The Pacers literally stayed the exact same. I can't think off the top. I know it's the same starting lineup for sure. Still McConnell and Mathurin and them off the bench. They stayed
Obi Toppin, same.
They stayed the same and beat you in one less game. So I agree with you on that. But I'm going to give them overachieved for 2 reasons. Number one, like AJ said, we ain't seen them niggas in the conference finals for most of our life. I got to give them that. And then the fact that they did beat Boston. I know Tatum got hurt. It was 3-1. It was 3-1
Yeah,
with
they
Texas.
beat Boston.
I'm gonna give them that win. So I don't want to say that they underachieved. I do agree with you though. Losing to Boston would have been more acceptable in the second round than this is. I do agree with that, but I can't just say that they underachieved. And they beat a fully healthy Boston. Like Porzingis didn't look like himself, but he didn't look like he wasn't healthy. He looked healthy. He just didn't look good. And the Knicks really went out there and beat them. 2 comebacks. They started the series low on the road. I can't call that underachieving. That's my only thing.
I respect that. I think that organizationally, though, as far as firing Tibbs and as far as wanting to do something different, they don't feel like that shit was sustainable, bro. They have been down double digits for 2/3 of the time they play in the playoffs. If you take Detroit, Boston, and Indiana, they have been down by at least double digits 2 out of the 3 the minutes. If you break the minutes down in the games, 2 out of the 3 minutes, they have been down double digits. They had some incredible comebacks against Boston. And the same way you said about Indiana, as far as the Knicks folding a little bit in game 1 and all this other shit, Boston folded. I don't think the organization really felt like this was a strong conference finals appearance, bro. I really don't feel like they felt like we're in the conference finals. Like, I don't think they felt good about where they were because it had to be a struggle. Now, it's granted to them for grinding out these games and getting there, but then to get there to a team that just stood pat and smacked your ass again.
So, Mike, so would you have, if you was the Knicks, you would have fired them?
For sure. I would have fired Ted.
How? At what point do we
And
go
that's
to
some
players?
bullshit to me.
Like,
that's bullshit. This motherfucker, this shit y'all ain't doing 25 goddamn years. Y'all achieved this shit. Now, granted, you probably ain't like it, but for them to lose the fucking job, and get who? Who you gonna get now the finals? You see what I'm saying? Like,
a lot of great coaches, bro. People, but go find one, bro.
Shit.
Nobody
everybody to win the damn finals. If it's a lot of great coaches, everybody be winning championships and shit then.
They get Mike
bro, because it's not a lot of great teams, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of great, or go do what OKC did, bro. This is why y'all get paid all these monies and scouting dollars and to be in that gym office. Scout, bro. Nobody knew the fuck Mark Denall was. Nobody knew the fuck Eric Spoelstra was when they brought him up. Go get.
Huh?
I don't think
personnel was a problem for the Knicks.
All right, so the personnel ain't the problem, it's the coaching. What are we talking about?
I'm not saying that you're wrong for saying the coaching. I'm saying for lose his job is too soon. He took you somewhere you ain't been.
How the fuck is it too soon? He been in 6 years.
We're not somebody that's supposed to win the fucking orders of all time or some shit like that. It ain't the fucking Lakers. It's
niggas get fired for less, bro.
What I'm saying is this. I would have gave a Knicks some more leeway. I would give him more rope. Now, granted, this shit, we didn't think was sustainable. We didn't think it was sustainable. You did it. You lost.
And
now,
we've been telling you it wasn't sustainable. We told you it wasn't sustainable last year.
Now can you adjust?
I ain't no adjust. This is Tibbs. What just said this?
Can you adjust and make adjustments based on what you see that you're faced with this past year? Can you make adjustments and regroup and do it again and do it better?
It's not on Tibbs.
Bro, this is not their first year telling Tibbs.
Yeah, I can see y'all been like this and he fuck y'all shit up. He make y'all look better.
Sometimes fire motherfuckers for the best, bro. I didn't want Mark Jackson fired until Steve Kerr came in. Bro, it could be. I'm just saying, bro. Like, I don't think Tibbs was gonna get him over. Me personally, I don't think Tibbs is gonna get him over the way he comes.
I'm not saying you're wrong with feeling like that, but my thing is, we don't know. He got him this damn far, and they been 25 damn years.
I am saying he would have got them.
Not if you feeling like this playoff run was fugazi. If you feeling like if you're an organization feeling like this playoff run is fugazi, I don't think they feel like that this run was sustainable, bro. Like I said, they were down 2/3 of the time. Like, I don't. So if I'm an organization, not holding the
players accountable? Like, why is all that Tibbs?
No, I'm not. I didn't say it's all Tibbs' fault. We just talk about coaching. I
thought that was the context that you said.
No. You just asked. You didn't ask me how I felt about what the players did. You just asked me, do I think Tibbs should be fired? I say yes, and I'm just giving my reasons why. Yeah, I think the players should have fucking played better as well, but I definitely don't think playing an 8-man rotation, not playing your bench, some of the non-adjustments I've seen them make, and I've been watching Tibbs do this for years. So no, I don't feel all up in arms about them firing Tom Thibodeau. No.
Nobody say y'all feel up in arms. All the thing I'm saying is I feel premature. I said, let's give him another
He
year.
been 6 years. He been here 6 years.
And he did since you ain't fucking did 25.
No, bro. No, bro.
He did, y'all did this in 25 years.
No,
You want that goes to how hard this shit is, bro.
You want Chris Finch fired. You didn't like Chris Finch, the Minnesota coach. Minnesota coach. He made no adjustments. He got Minnesota back to back.
I feel. Yes, I feel. No. If you asking me who's got fired first, hell yeah, him, the Minnesota nigga, yeah.
Who got the back championship?
Yeah, and look what happened.
Nah, he got a roster problem. He got a roster problem too. He don't got no point guard. The Knicks don't have a roster problem. I disagree.
You cannot tell me you think Chris Finch deserved to be fired and Tom Thibodeau didn't.
Now, granted, if they fired, now, granted, if you telling me they fired him to the team, the players,
we know it was the play.
Now, we're going off that. Cool.
It was absolutely the play. Absolutely.
To get fired, that didn't fast. I agree. But as far as the coaching was a problem now getting to the finals, I disagree.
I'm not even shitting on Tibbs. I'm not even just shitting on Tibbs. I'm saying you asked me would I have fired him? Yes. I would take the organization different. I would find a coach that I felt could do more with my entire roster. That's what I would do versus just being what he do.
So I ought to get home another shot. Me personally, I'll get him another shot. I think for you getting to these guys finals, even doing it your way, the way you want to do it. We didn't like this shit, but you still march your ass, like you said, beat a defending champs convincingly, to get to that point. Now I felt that
it wasn't convincingly, bro. I mean, I get it was I say you that. I'm thinking about the choke job. I'm thinking about Boston choke, but I ain't gonna do that to them.
Choke all you want. We was in front of you when you choked, so it's us. It's on us. We made you choke. We put the food in and make you choke. I don't give a fuck you talking about that. But yeah, I think she got another shot. Now Minnesota coach, they looked bad, bro. They looked bad.
The fact that we're
acting
like the Knicks should have played. Knicks should have played Landry Shamet and DeLon. We acting like they had a like Lou Williams on the bench or something. We're talking about Landry Shamet and DeLon Wright. That's what I'm not saying.
No, but hold on, but what? So my thing is this though. But this is my thing because I'm not saying you wrong, but so you don't feel if throughout the rest of an 82-game season, had they got more minutes to get their confidence up, they couldn't be better for you in the playoffs to give you a 4 or 5 minute stretch?
AJ, that wasn't the issue. The issue was those two particular guys didn't play at all in the regular season. So I get the issue. I get what everybody's alluding to. They say he didn't play his bench. He did play his bench. He played Achua. He played Campaign for whatever reason, and he played Miles McBride.
Campaign won your playoff game. Don't do that. Campaign won your playoff game.
Do you know from game 1 of the Pistons to game, I think, 4, 5 of the Knicks Pacers series, he made no threes. Like from game 1 to game 5.
How many attempts? Yeah, how many minutes he had?
It don't. You see why he didn't have? You know why he didn't have that many attempts after that? They stopped playing him because that's how bad he was. So if everybody's thing is he played the wrong bench players, then cool. But I'm probably not gonna play 10 guys in the regular season either. I'm gonna play like 8.
It don't even be that. I don't love Tibbs rotations. I think it's a way to give guys a spell, you know what I'm saying, while keeping some of your strong. I don't be loving Tibbs rotations a lot.
I ain't disagree with none of that shit. All I'm saying is if he would have lost the ball second round, yeah, fire him, whatever. But he did something for this organization. He know what he did. See, to me, it's bigger than X's and O's on the court. He gave that shit. He had these motherfuckers compose shit. Dang, how else you think Nick North did this shit like that? For that alone, I'll give him the shot, bro. I'm not. We did something. We got the city life for basketball. When last time the city got life for basketball?
You sound like a real New York. Your New York.
I sound like a nigga that's talking about money.
Son.
I don't sound like a nigga full of this shit. I'm about to sound like a nigga that's talking about money, putting asses in the seats. Like, no, hell no.
Because the Knicks be having problems for asses in the seats.
Yeah, they can be
players
terrible.
getting start engagement like without bring like free niggas getting free tickets to old players and shit. We talking about the real like this is like LA.
The Knicks are never gonna have problems selling tickets. We know that.
And they're gonna sell tickets, but I'm saying at the end of the day, like it didn't look different. It didn't look different. Knicks winning the game. And they looking like they gonna do
for
something.
sure. They're excited about it.
All That's all Hell, everybody come to Knicks games. Visitors too. It ain't just about home. We're not talking about just home crowds. Yeah, they're gonna be the mega because of the staple for sure. I'm not saying that from them, but for the city, not just the next game.
This is why they're a terrible franchise.
It looks way different. The vibe is different, and I watch it on fucking TV. I ain't gotta be there to feel that.
Yeah, firing him is gonna prove to be a mistake. It's absolutely gonna. And I know what everybody's thinking. They're gonna go get Mike Malone. I'm like, you talking about Mike Malone, who the Nuggets players just got fired?
Got rid of his ass.
Like these players, it's clearly a players' league. The NBA is clearly a players' league. Like we know it. They absolutely got him fired though. We can all agree on that, right? The players absolutely got him fired. But I'm like,
got who? Mike Malone or
Mike Malone and Tibbs? They wouldn't have fired Tibbs if Jalen Brunson and Cat did. I don't think a lot of NBA players like to be pushed. I'm not talking about Bridges and Josh Hart though, because they did play they played too many minutes.
I'm saying niggas don't want to be ran to death neither. Like,
are we going to talk about OG?
Yeah, keep it chill with you.
OG was trash.
I don't think it's going to change no time soon. Especially like these younger players, they coddled now.
Yeah, it's never changed.
That's time has changed, bro. The times are different.
I'm gonna throw a name out there. I think would be a good coach for this team, bro. Darvin Ham. That's just on my top of my head, though. Because they kill me if I'm wrong, but Darvin Ham with his team.
What's the reason? Like, what's your reasoning?
I think Darvin Ham can continue what they do defensively and change up their offense. Like, I thought Darvin Ham was a good coach who got scapegoated in LA. You feel me? Because all he did was get beat by Joker. You feel me? Joker baptized. He can't have Joker.
He didn't have Luka on his team.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I never thought Darvin Ham was a bad coach in LA. You feel me? Like,
he wasn't the right coach for him either, though. For sure, he definitely wasn't.
I can agree with that, but I still think he's a good coach. I would like to see him get opportunity. I don't know if that's necessarily the job.
So you think? Hold on, real quick. So you think we seen what Tibbs did this year? You think Darvin Ham can top that and take to the finals?
No, I don't think this team is going to the finals, but I can see them getting back to the conference finals with them if they have another type of crazy run.
No, that probably don't get past fucking Boston. Fuck out of here.
Because Darvin Ham's coaching instead of Tibbs. Yeah. Tibbs was that great. Tibbs did that great.
He's better than fucking Darvin Ham.
That's it. I ain't that great. Man, all right, Tibbs ain't talking about shit. All right, fuck that shit now. Tibbs is not that fucking great, bro.
Man, watch out, bro. You already acknowledge it's not that many great coaches, period, though. It's really not. But we're not going to act like Tibbs is not a good coach. I got us to the playoffs 4 out of 5 times. And then last year, let's be honest, OG got hurt. OG was balling game 1 and I think game 2, and then he got hurt. Like, let's be honest. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and act like
he was fully healthy this year.
You just sound like to me that you're not gonna hold the players. We just acknowledge that.
I guess, bro. You said OG. I said OG was trash as fuck, bro. Cat, not like yes. I'm giving it to the players as well.
I got us to 6.
I don't see it.
We traded Cat,
but you're not. But you're not. What we always say when it comes to coaching the team, bro. You're not gonna be able to change your whole roster, bro. You're not. I think Tibbs. I don't like. I think changing the coach. Me personally is not a bad look, bro. I'm not mad at them moving on from Tom Thibodeau after 6 years.
They're not getting to the conference finals next year.
That's all speaking of.
They wasn't gonna do it next year with Tibbs. They wasn't gonna do it next year with Tibbs.
Why wouldn't you build off what you already have? That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's all.
Let's see what we can do next year. Tibbs didn't trade 5 first-round picks for Bridges to come in and be mid. He didn't trade Julius Randle and DiVincenzo for Cat to come in and get 1 block through 6 games. Cat was solid. Cat had 1 great game, game 4. 1 great game. The other games, you got Cat, so Cat could give you 25 and 13. That's why I think you get Cat. How many times Cat got 25 points this series? I'll put my money on 1. Once. I would say once, without looking, once. And then you got now if you want to say he could have switched shit up offensively, got Brunson.
That's where I was about. That's where I was about to go.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, I'm with you. But then when you look around,
but because if you look at his pattern, bro, that's how Tibbs is always going. That's why it's like tell him not to do it. This he's been told. That's like telling D'Antoni not to fucking go 20 seconds or less. You feel me? Like yes,
but I'm not.
Tibbs
I'm
is
not
gonna
mad
work.
at Tibbs for doing it his way though. Because even when he was with fucking Chicago,
I'm not mad at him, but sometimes it runs his course. I don't think that's sustainable
to have success. So I'm thinking you take Tibbs out of that. What coach or you can put in? You believe that can give you the same amount or just as much? Fuck same amount because we already got this before. So we fire him because we think we can do better. Who better? What's better? Now if you say the coaches didn't want, the players didn't want him there because of whatever reason, cool. But anything outside that, what you gonna do? Who you gonna get? To do something for you that no other coach can do in the last 25 fucking years.
Yeah.
And I feel like we reached our climax. I feel like us together reached our climax. I respect you. You want to do it your way. You've been doing it your way. I gave you 6 years, bro. We got to the conference finals. That's cute. You got me. That's all right.
The players lost game 1. That was 100% on the players. You pay Brunson all that money. You got all of them picks. You traded away all those picks for Bridges, and then all that shit for Cat. And you up 14 points with 2.5 minutes. You can't close that. I can't put that on Tibbs, man.
You can't put on.
I can't put that on Tibbs. Now you talking about let's start
a new chapter. Tibbs neither.
I don't hate that. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to say we've reached our peak, even if that is what happened. Because who's going to get you further than that? Darvin is not.
I'm not even. I just threw his name out there because I want him to get a job. That might not be the D job.
Solid coach too. I agree with you.
But I'm just curious about who. Like I said, I think, bro, this is what you get paid for. Go find the Mark Daigneault from OKC.
Brunson don't get paid to close games when he up 14. You gotta.
Absolutely.
That's not what Brunson get paid for. That's not
fucking shit. Brunson, and that's why Brunson is now here and Tyrese Haliburton is here. You feel me?
No,
like so that's where the players get knocked at. I don't view you the same after this. Of course not. I'm blaming you. You absolutely. You let Haliburton come see you home again. I don't care how great you are as a scorer and all this shit. If another point guard who's on the same tier as you comes in and beats you in the playoffs 2 years in a row, like what are we talking about? But at the same time, I'm not mad at Tibbs.
Are y'all with Trey?
If they would have kept them, I wouldn't have hated it either. I wouldn't have been like they need to fire Tibbs. But now that they fired him, I'm not mad at it either. But you do, if you're the New York Knicks, you gotta hire the right guy. You have to hire the right guy. Move forward. Whatever side, if you want him to stay, if you want him to go, however you feel, I think we can all agree. Knicks, y'all can't fuck this up.
Can't. You have no future. Your future is gone. So yeah, I agree. You can't fuck it up. Y'all fuck with the people that say trade Cat.
For who?
Exactly. Unless Giannis is a part of the package. If I can get Giannis back, I'm doing it. If I get Giannis back, I'm doing it.
Sure.
But that's it. I'm like, what are you going to
do? That's going to change a lot of shit up.
I don't give a fuck. Brunson, you off the ball for real now.
18 seconds.
Yeah. But for Giannis,
that motherfucker.
But see, I think that's where Brunson is that's but he done adopted this shit, bro. Like, cause I swear to God, but first off, Knicks, if y'all hire Rick Brunson and turn this shit into the AAU team with the daddy and the star player, and because he's an assistant coach, if they upgrade Rick Brunson to head coach, I retract everything I said about Thibodeau being fired. Let's just be clear. If they just upgrade it and make that man daddy the head coach, I'm like, oh, they just letting the Brunsons take over New York.
Taking over New York.
So, I mean, I've heard some names get tossed around. Now they talking about go get Jay Wright from Villanova, put the whole Villanova crew in with him and all this other shit. But whatever you do, Knicks, you can't fuck it up.
Did we answer the question though? Like, what does a ring do for Tyrese Haliburton?
Oh no.
No. Which one of y'all want to go first? What do y'all feel like a ring does for Haliburton?
I'll go first because I feel like my answer is gonna be the most ridiculous. And again, I'm taking everything into account. I'm with Jeremiah. I'm going back to the Olympics this past summer. I'm going back to last year, getting sent home. Who did he send home? The Knicks. Sending the Knicks home. This year, where they were bad until then, they turned up in like January. Like they didn't. I don't think they've lost back-to-back games since January. Like I'm taking everything into account, and we're saying that Tyrese wins the Finals MVP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hallie gonna be the best player in the league to me, and I don't mean talent wise. I don't mean talent wise. It'll still be Joker, but best player in the league for me should be year to year. Hear me out. It should be year to year. Storylines matter. All of that matter to me. And this is me now. I'm gonna have to, like, if you ask me to rank the best players going into 2026 or 2025, 2026 season, Haliburton is gonna have to be the first name that I say. Again, we're assuming they win and he's Finals MVP. Like AJ alluded to, for the Pacers to win, that means Haliburton went stupid. That means he went, because we all know that they're 9 times out of 10 going to start Lou Dort on him, right? Right? And we know Haliburton's game isn't set up to where he can win the game by himself, which means that he's going to have to be averaging double-digit assists and 25-plus points against the best defense that we've seen statistically in the last 10 years.
For sure.
I'm going to, again, talent-wise, no. But going into next season, if you ask me to rank my top 10, I'm going to have to say Tyrese Haliburton is number 1. But that's what it does to me. That's what it does for me. If y'all gotta roast me or whatever y'all gotta do it. But we gotta think about everything he's overcome. Like your peers, like it wasn't us voting most overrated. Your peers voted you most overrated. Your peers. I don't even think he responded to it on the podcast, but not for real. But in the games, he just responds. We watched him game 1. He did game time and then hit a game winner against them. Like, think about everything he's done through these playoffs. This might be one of the best playoff runs we've ever seen, bro. It really might be.
Over your mans?
I said maybe. Over Dirk? No.
Oh.
He didn't sweep Kobe, nigga. Dirk swept Kobe, nigga. Dirk swept Kobe. And I ain't gonna talk about what he did to your boy, but hey.
I was making sure.
No. I can't go that far.
Okay.
I can't go that far. Dirk ain't do nothing but beat a whole bunch of Hall of Famers. Nothing to see here. But that's what I got. If y'all gotta, hey, y'all go ahead.
Now, I keep it true with you. I think your answer was pinpoint because I think a lot of this shit is fucking year to year. Like I think we get excited about what we see in the moment, and we want to carry that over to all times and spill it over to our greats that came before us and shit like that, which I think is unfair, like a motherfucker. Because you can't just get excited off a playoff run or one championship and then put them over guys that have been doing it for how many years, right? But I like your answer. I agree. I think if Tyrese Haliburton win a ring this year, he is the best point guard, best player coming to the league. Point blank. Like for every reason you just said. Ain't nobody fuck with home. So that's what I do for him. It gets him, it gets him steps closer to the superstar range, being household name and whatnot.
Oh, he's a superstar for me. If he wins, he's a superstar. There's nothing to talk about for me.
I see. That's what I think we just disagree. We have disagreement about what a superstar.
Oh yeah. Putting
it on totality. Now, if you're talking about on court, I think he definitely been close.
You talking about like the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole package.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I think it definitely brings closer to getting all that package. That's been and in a small market, so he's gonna have to work a little bit harder to even break down certain doors. But it can definitely be done through the playoff run. But yeah, I think he come in the league as the best player. He beat the MVP in the finals to get the final MVP.
I gotta say,
hey, I'm the best. Y'all can't fuck with me. Yeah, I like that. That's what I would go with.
So what you got?
Nah, I ain't mad at y'all. I'm listening.
Go ahead, it's on you.
It was just a little funny. I would say that a ring, because what Walk said, in order for them to win and for him to get Finals MVP, means he went stupid. Because I think it's gonna take 27 and 12, 28 and 12. Like he gonna have to score. He gonna have to score around Shea, and Shea's gonna give you 30, 32
minimum.
So So he's gonna need around 27, 28 with about 12 and a half. You feel me? And the moments. I think it's the moments. I think if this final goes that way and they're able to win, and he has those moments, because that's the shit that make the runs iconic. It is the game time in round one, they hitting the game winner. It is the choke sign in the fucking garden where the ball bouncing and all and coming back down crazy and shit.
Right.
It's the moments. So if he wins this ring and does all that and has the moments along with it, face of the league. Face of the league. Everybody talking this face of the league shit. Face of the league. I think he to beat Shea, cause Shea getting all these commercials too. Shea after Ant, Shea got probably more commercials than any of these guys. This party. Like now that's gonna be Haliburton. That's gonna be I think that face of the league is what I see for him if he win finals, the finals of the league. So we all kind of say the same shit. Superstar.
No, we not.
If that's what you want to say.
No, we not.
Superstar. Well, it's nigga, all right.
No, we not saying the same thing.
Superstar. I think face of the league if he can.
I ain't saying that. I ain't say superstar. He get closer, a lot closer. Face of the league. You can. I don't.
What it's gonna take
that off no 1 year.
Exactly. No. Again, what it's gonna take?
That's my point. What it's gonna take. We're gonna be watching what it's gonna take. That's why I detailed it. It got to be the moments. It got to be the crazy shit they talk about on ESPN all day. It got to be memeable. It got to be the moments along with the numbers of the performance. Yes, bro, I can see it. Face of the league.
Face of the league.
He won't be our face, but for the NBA, he gonna be their face. He gonna be in commercials. He's gonna be.
You can do that now be the face of the league.
Again, not our face. I think that the NBA is gonna appoint him though. It's like Jeremiah said, all the commercials, the SGA guy and all of that. I think it's gonna be Harry.
He's gonna be in the mix. I don't think SGA not gonna get he's gonna just get less commercials and get less commercials. He's just gonna be in the mix with them niggas now. That's how I look at it. I don't think now a ring to us gonna jump over a SGA or Ant because they don't got one. But what happens when they get their ring next year?
We'll talk about it when they get one.
You feel me? So I don't think you can be a face of the league. I don't think you can do that. Something happens just 1 year.
It's the same shit though, bro. How you gonna say you just agreed that the best player and all this shit is year to year, and that you would consider him the best player of all these players going into year one?
Going into next year, yes.
Right.
The face of the league is a whole different. That's a different monster in itself. It's plenty of superstars. It ain't but one face of the league. And you not gonna be LeBron James. You gotta do a lot more than just have that 1 year, my boy. Me personally, that's how I look at that.
Not in today's NBA when they searching, bro. They reaching, they looking for one. That's what you missing. This shit is gonna be
retired. Cool. I don't think you jump the face of the league off this 1 year. With everything you said, the mention too about how to look for you to put him there. I'm saying even with all that, not the face of the league. He could be in line. So when we need one who to pick from, sure. But to skip the line and say him and not him, I don't think so. Me personally, I don't think the face of the league. Nah. Superstar household name. Yeah, all that for sure. For sure. So do you got a shoe deal? He got shoes?
I'm sure he do, but I don't know.
Let me see if we got. We don't okay. Ain't no point looking up. We don't got a signature shoe. Ain't no way if it's a league. We got to Google if we have a signature shoe. No, it takes step to get there. Hell no. Now he get closer for sure, but there in that position in that seat, nah, I ain't gonna say that. He can line. He getting the VIP line for sure. But to say you that guy, nah, I ain't gonna go that far. I ain't going that far.
No, we're gonna see, man. This finals, man, is gonna be good, bro. Because I mean, even though OKC is the overwhelming favorites and rightfully so, the styles of play in which these games will be played, I think, got a lot of people excited. my whole thing is like OKC is the overwhelming favorite because they're the Pacers on steroids, bro. Everything the Pacers try to throw out there, oh, y'all got monster, y'all got a big man who stretches the floor and can run. All right, we got Chet. Y'all got a great point guard. We got the MVP. Y'all got a scrappy white boy that come off the bench and score, hit big shots, and play defense. We got Alex Caruso. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got TJ McConnell, we got Alex Caruso. Y'all got a Neesmith who's a versatile perimeter defender and it's gonna be guarding Shea Gilchrist and all this stuff. We got Lou Dort who's all defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's y'all got a number 2 option who is Siakam. Number 1, however you want to view it. We got Jalen Williams. Like it's Jalen Williams the X factor. I agree. I think Jalen.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 X factors. That's the matchup right there for real. You feel me? That's the matchup. Like Jalen Williams and Siakam. That's gonna be the matchup.
Facts.
Is SGA with everything you just said, and I think you eloquented perfectly. I love how you said that. Took your time to think of it, but I'm glad you did because you made it look real good saying that. Is SGA top 5 with a ring this year?
Top 5 what?
Yeah, I'm about to say of
top
what?
5
Of all time? I say no, but then once I get the list in my list, it's like it's an argument. I think people would love to hear y'all top 5 point guards, and let's see.
They don't hear mine.
They
don't hear mine.
All right. Well, I got Magic and Steph. I think that's a pick 'em. Whoever you think is number 1, that's fine with me. I personally still got Magic, but whatever. And then I got Isaiah at number 3 by himself. I got Russell Westbrook number 4, and I got John Stockton number 5.
Okay. Now this is what I said earlier when I said that I'm glad you made that comment when you saying about the times and the eras I be playing in, right? How much of that contributes to SGA being in or out of the top 5 of all time? You get what I'm saying? Because we seen that John Stockton, he couldn't beat arguably the GOAT. A lot of people look
Not
at
an
him
argument. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, but a lot of people look at him. It's an argument. It's not the hands down. Everybody not gonna agree on that. But I'm about to say that arguably the great of all time. You see him twice, you couldn't get past him. But SGA got MVP, won a ring, and MVP in the same year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do you really put him over John Stockton?
No.
But even knowing what John Stockton went through in his time, even like a Russ, he went to finals with 1 time. Who he lost to? You see what I'm saying? Arguably one of the greatest of all time as well. Because he in that time. So is it fair to put SGA over him because who Russ had to go against versus who SGA had to go up against? Like that's why I'm like, this is why I want to have a conversation. It's like, at one point are we gonna be at what point it's like, all right, what has had to happen for you to say, okay, now you can mix or mingle with the all-time greats and compare yourself to them over there. You see what I'm saying?
That's a very great multifaceted question. I like how you put that's a very great multifaceted question. It's a lot of ways to even try to break that down, man. Man, that was a good question. I think that hold on, let me collect my thoughts because I was there when you was talking. Yeah, go ahead, Walt. Go ahead, Walt.
I got you. So to me, I want to see. We talking about top 5, so we talking about greatness, right? I want to see greatness sustained over time. Like I don't want to see granted, SGA has been really, really, really good. I think he's been good since he got into the league, but like different level. I think the last 3 years he's been averaging 30 points, pretty sure. But if you go, and I know it's not just about numbers, but if you look at what John Stockton did we talk about LeBron for 20 years. I'm pretty sure Stockton played for about 20. Obviously, he's not LeBron, but I just mean he was good for most of the time that he played. And if you listen to the way Gary Payton is one nigga that don't give nobody credit. Who's the one person he always gives credit to? We got to listen to that. Like, he gives credit to John Stockton. And I'm just like, is Karl Malone a top 5 scorer of all time without John Stockton? Granted, John Stockton does not have the most assists also without Karl Malone, but as a talent, you take John Stockton at his best, and SGA at his best, SGA is going to beat him one-on-one. It's going to be about 7-3. He's going to beat him, right? But I look at how long Stockton sustained it for, and like AJ said, I'm not sure how tough the West was in the 90s. I think it was okay. I don't think it was as tough as it was in the 2000s, but I do think it matters who you're losing to. It doesn't matter who you beat to me, though. SGA didn't pick the fucking Pacers. So if he win, I don't want to hear, oh, you just beat the Pacers. He beat the other team. But when you lose, I do think it matters who you lose to. That man lost to MJ. Like you said it twice. It is what it is, but John Stockton got the most assists ever. We all know that's with the way these point guards play, that record is never going to be touched. That's like Jerry Rice receiving yards. And he also a lot of niggas don't know that he has. He has the most steals of all time also. I can't just put you over him because you had
a really great year
season, one elite season, and then one like next level. Like, did he win scoring title too? Who won the scoring title this year? Did he win?
I think he won the scoring title.
No, he scored title.
Yeah, like so. Last year was elite, but this season is like one of the best seasons we've ever seen. But I saw this other man do it for, even if you take off like his last couple of years, I saw him do it for 15. What if SGA regresses next year and he's 20 points? You know, like what if he's not this anymore? I just want to see it sustain. And I'm not even entertaining him over Russ yet. I'm not entertaining that at all. I'm not even gonna give that no breath. Stockton is the only one that I don't even know how we put him above CP3, and I don't even like CP3. But it's been 3 years. You got to sustain it for me. That's all.
And you said Jason Kidds of the world,
Jason Kidd,
Wandos of the world.
Yeah, that's my favorite right there. But yeah, some of them he can jump right now.
I got two things though. The first thing you said, where you was like, it matters. It only matters who you lose it to. Now you beat. I agree, but only to a degree. Like I definitely think it matters who you beat. Though that shit does matter. So that does like it mattered.
Like if
it's in a great way. The fact that Dirk beat LeBron and D Wade is much better if he would have beat an Indiana team with whoever. Like,
facts.
Like the fact that Steph beat LeBron. You feel me? Like the fact that Kobe beat the Boston Big Three meant way more than when he.
I meant if you beat an inferior team. That's what I meant. But I feel you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I do think that matters as far as the allure and how we value certain shit. So like he don't get that going again. He won't get that going against the Indiana. Like so, if he beats Indiana, it's what you're supposed to do. He's not gonna get like the big up. Like if he was playing Boston, like I think if he's playing a Boston even or just one of those greater teams, then maybe it'll be a little bit more allure. But since people still iffy on Indiana, they feel like they kind of on the carpet run, even though they're really fucking good. Like he's not gonna get the credit historically for beating Indiana.
Big fact.
You feel me? But where I have to look at Shea, even in a short period of time, is if he goes and wins this ring, he's on the list with only Magic, and we maybe not even Magic, really Isaiah, Steph as point guards who it was like who were the lead dogs on their team to win a championship. Like think about it.
Not the first one. Magic wasn't the lead dog on the first one.
That's what I'm saying. I say Magic. I'm not gonna do Magic like that because as Kareem aged, Magic was the lead dog. Even though they was great, they was Showtime like a mother.
What about Jason Kidd with the Mavs?
He wasn't a fucking lead dog on the fucking Mavs, bro. He was a great older point guard. He was a great veteran point guard who knew what the fuck to do. But Shea would be on a short list of people who were lead dogs at point guard to go win a ring. You know what I'm saying? And like that alone kind of puts him in rarefied air over some of these other people, in my opinion. Because it's like, regardless of, and then it's not like a fugazi thing. They were the number one seed last year. They took their lumps to Luka, came back this year with even better 60-win record. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I seen the stat. if they win the finals, he would break Jordan's records that has stood for like 30 some years, as far as the most points per game average. Like, because Jordan averaged like 32.6, he got 32.7. The most, like, as far as win the scoring title and win the ring in the same year. It's not like crazy stat like that. So he got some historical elements in his favor that will help. But I do agree with y'all. It has to be some type of sustainability, but it don't have to be nothing crazy. If he win this ring and just has a cool all-star level career, because he already got certain feathers in his hat that these other guys don't have and will never have. Like, I guarantee you, if we poll OKC right now, I think they taking Shea over Russ.
Hold on. So when you say that if he was to win a ring now and have a running all-star year from here on out, not sniffing the finals or just barely losing first, second rounds of these playoffs in years to come, that his juice would still be there when he retired?
I think that
10 years
he
now?
was. Yeah, because who else did something that you want to argue with him with? Russ ain't.
I knew that was going to be your point. I knew
like,
that was going to be.
I'm just saying, like, because I'm not saying he can fall completely off the map, don't hit on shit, and like just become a shell of himself. But just all NBAs and whatever. I think what he's already accomplished in this window, if he just has a cool type career the rest of his career, going to automatically qualify him for top 5 arguments for the rest of the time until somebody start doing some shit.
Jeremiah need to go ahead, bro.
I disagree with that.
It's so fair. I hate it, but it's so fair. I disagree, but
I disagree.
It is fair.
It all depends on who else is doing what.
So I said, let somebody else come do some shit.
Got 3 of them now. You get
it's not point guard.
Okay, as a point guard. Okay,
like if Haliburton
got 3 now.
Right.
Now that the kind of changes. Because you got one good year, but now you beat me. But now shit, I came back and I got 3. Year 15, we here. You got that one ring with that one great year. Now I got 3 rings. And I did the same thing doing it all the other years.
Fair. I'm just saying that don't happen. If he just for what he's already done compared to who we are comparing him to right now.
Already played.
If he just has a cool rest of his career, he's in comparison with all of them of what he's done in this 3-year span. If he tops it off, he got Chris Paul, he got Russ, got Jace, like
Rondo.
Because Rondo got 1 ring, like, and all of them were just cool. They wasn't even he got 2. They wasn't even perennial all-stars. Like, I'm thinking about Jason Kidd for sure, but Rondo wasn't. Mm-hmm. Westbrook has not been. He ain't made the all-star in a while. I think he might be a 7-time all-star.
His peak was next level though.
For sure, we love
it wasn't
Westbrook,
this though.
But it didn't win, and then you gotta.
I'm with y'all for sure.
So
I don't hate what you're saying. I disagree with. I feel like
put him in.
And he's talking about the players of the past who not.
He playing with some house money. Cool. He playing with some house money in that top 5.
If we talking about in totality, because we don't know what's shaking, not shake, but what Holly can do from this.
Yeah, we only talking about the players that already
or even a Luka.
Yeah, we're not comparing them yet, bro. Yeah, obviously, new information deserves new uploads. You feel me? So, in the event that Luka starts to go crazy or Haliburton, whoever, obviously, but I'm just speaking on for what he's already done in comparison to what he's being compared to. They can't fuck with him.
I hate it so much. I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that shit.
That's very fair though.
But I can't argue with it. Yeah.
That's fair as fuck.
Like, cause like I'm saying, bro, like outside the top 3, in my opinion, is cemented unless somebody go crazy. Like Magic, Steph, Isaiah,
There's nothing to talk about. That's the top.
What are we talking about? You feel me? Like, I don't even want to have no conversation with you if you ain't starting with them three. You know what I'm saying? And
but then my thing though, no, don't say that, because that's why I said I didn't want y'all to hear my list, because for the same reasons. I don't know these niggas' opponents. I don't know.
Though. That's
no, but I'm saying I can't. It's not.
We know Isaiah's opponents. You know, the nigga beat Bird, Magic, Jordan, all these niggas.
We know the key guys for sure. But I'm not. I believe keep it true with you. Give me the opponents versus give me the opponent Steph Curry had to go against. I know the niggas called Steph Curry had to go against year in year out. To me, I don't know how good the East or the West was.
Why don't you know that?
Because I wasn't there.
Okay, so that's what makes it different. It's not like you're gonna say so and so is better than Magic. You're just gonna leave Magic off of it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put him on the list at all.
That's fair.
I'm not ranking him at all.
That's fair. That's fair.
Cool.
Yeah, that's fair. You ain't watched. I just happened to see on YouTube. But if you didn't watch, why would you rank? That's like me saying Oscar Robertson. I never even see him on YouTube.
Yeah, I heard niggas was cold.
But that shit don't matter. That shit only matter when a nigga want to argue, bro. Nobody cares about how weak the fucking East was when LeBron was going to 10 straight finals.
What?
Like,
you argue against LeBron, you're gonna bring that up. They bring it all the time.
Nitpick when you talk about great players, but I don't care.
And it's okay, but that's how that shit go.
I grew out of that shit after a while though, because if LeBron wasn't getting there in the weak East, then what would we say? We would say you couldn't even get there. So for me, if you got there,
but Jordan his rings. If Jordan get his rings, it was like, oh, I feel he won. What he supposed to win, but he won them. You know, game sevens. You gotta get it to him.
Yeah.
He did what he supposed to do. But that team, that coach, they did what they supposed to do. They accomplished the goal through and through. So you gotta give it to him for sure.
But Jeremiah is absolutely right. Niggas do only bring that up when they arguing. That's the only time.
But they got to though. When you gonna bring it any other time? They gonna need That's how this shit goes.
So, but no, like I said, Shea got the opportunity to put himself in a real house money predicament. Like because he has the most to lose. You can't lose this if you OKC. I think if we talk about most to gain, most to lose, I think
it all depends on how they lose though. If they got dominated, if it look bad, then cool. I think this Pacers team is underrated. I don't think I think that team. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. I ain't got them to win, but they can get into a game 6. They have a chance. Game 7, no.
They can't lose. Because you got to look at who you already put out. Look at who SGA already. He already put out.
Come on, bro. 2
elite defensive teams. And Minnesota wasn't. I mean, Denver wasn't elite during the season, but they were really good on defense when it mattered.
But your team was the number 1 on defense. So does that really
exactly? So all the reasons why you can't lose. Okay,
the Pacers are not that good on defense.
Shea can't lose this fucking series.
The Pacers are situationally good, but they're not 48. The Pacers don't even. Most of the Pacers' first quarter scores are 35 to 33. They don't even really try to play defense until all right, we got to play some defense.
Shea losing this series will get killed, bro. Nobody really killed Luka last year because Boston was so great. We expected Boston. Shea losing to the Pacers.
If this, I get you up, but this team, this series, these finals, and you get 7 competitive games.
Game 7,
you better win. You better win 7 if you're Shea.
Game 7 would be in OKC. Unless he gets hurt. There's no way you can lose this. That means they beat you in OKC at some point. You lost at home. Your bread and butter is at home.
I hate it. Y'all right. He got to win that game.
No way Shea can lose this game, bro. He can't allow himself to lose.
Haliburton is the one that's really playing with house money. Haliburton has super over
for sure.
Super. For sure.
Like Haliburton,
they could get swept. I think they could get swept, and I still wouldn't have much to say. He was voted both.
Yes, bro. Because they just basically swept. Yes, they could. Yes, they could, AJ. They just basically swept Minnesota. Ain't nobody killing Ant like they need to be. Haliburton definitely would be getting killed.
And it's getting killed.
Nah, not
That ain't fucking get killed, bro.
Not
That ain't
enough.
getting no
I ain't
fucking
watch
killed,
TV.
bro.
But they get killed over here with me.
They ain't
And
getting
that kid,
killed, bro.
I'm going before we get out here. Damn, be a couple minutes. Before we get out here, do you have a problem? I'm talking before. Did you have a problem with how Ant was his demeanor, his attitude when they got put out the playoffs?
Yes, I've had a problem with Ant's demeanor throughout this playoff run. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, but I get it ain't for me. It's some youngest. I don't know, but I don't like it. I ain't like it. I'm gonna keep it a break. What I did like, I ain't like the laughing after the L's and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You popping shit when you beat LeBron. No, you popping big. You when you winning, you popping
yeah,
shit. You losing. Oh, it's just basketball.
yeah. I ain't like. I'm 23. I got a whole lot more time to fucking do this. I'm this fun for me. Like, nah, bro. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
How you? Why you? What you ain't mad at the problem with, Walt?
I just didn't have a big issue with it. I assumed y'all was. I didn't know about laughing after losses though. I thought you meant like the post game interview, like what he was saying. Like I just didn't have a big deal with it. I think Wendy broke it down perfectly. I don't know if that was Ant-Man's logic, but I just felt it where he was like, Ant-Man has probably been through way worse stuff than that. Again, I know you wouldn't want to hear that at a post conference, especially if you're a teammate or a coach. But I just didn't have that big of an issue with it. I just didn't.
I listen. This is it's kind of both ways for me. I understand if you went through worse shit in life and this is basketball and you just having fun with this shit, cool. But if I'm an owner of a team, I don't want my star player talking.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, for sure. Or teammate. Yeah, for sure.
I don't want my top guy have the attitude. I would love my top guy to have the attitude was we lost, it hurts. Yeah, he said he's gonna work his ass off the offseason, cool, but it ain't like Kenyon Martin said, it ain't your skill. It's really your mindset. We know you're gonna work hard. We know you put the work in. You saw yourself beginning of the year. We laughed at Ant saying why the fuck shouldn't have been 3 and 3s, and at the end of the season, hey, he led the league in 3 point made. You get what I'm saying? So we know you're gonna be consistent. You got you mentally there, but your comments ain't really just for you. It's you speaking for an organization. Owner, I can't. Nobody can fuck what I got to say. They hear from you, so I want you to represent us, this organization, properly, and saying, yeah, we wanted to win this game. We don't like that. We lost. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna rebuild. We're gonna retool and figure it out for next year, so we can't get over this hump that we at. I will hear shit like that. I don't want to hear, yeah, I feel bad for Mike, but I'm gonna be here for years to come. It's sweet. It's just gonna be given. You're gonna keep being here at this point, and that's not the case.
I ain't being loud, bro. I was thinking about when LeBron them lost, and LeBron was like, I'm gonna go live my life. Y'all gotta take y'all ass to work tomorrow.
Funny as fuck. That nigga cut the whole world broke. Y'all niggas broke.
He said, y'all gotta take y'all broke ass to work. And
y'all go back to fucking work in the morning and go talk to y'all. Listen, y'all boss. I'm going to vacation with my family. We finna go to Cancun and y'all bitch ass.
That shit was funny.
Nobody should be surprised when he say stuff like that, though.
That shit was funny.
You know he don't believe in accountability, but yeah.
Oh man, but nah, man. So it's gonna be good. So just before we go, can we get a prediction of the finals? Who you got? How many games? Real quick, like.
OKC in 7. And they better got there put a fix in for this shit. It better go 7 goddamn games. They got MVP in the finals for sure. And they got a guy on the come up for sure. But these ain't no big team markets. These ain't no big team markets. So a lot of people, I can see a lot of people, if game 1 and 2 don't look decent, I can see ratings jumping down. Like
this might be the lowest rated finals in a long time. This might be the lowest.
I feel like it can be decent if we get 7 great games. If it ain't that, it's gonna be in trouble.
Facts.
But I got OKC in 7. That's what I want to happen. I want 7 good games, and I got OKC winning the 7 games for sure.
Thanks.
I got Pacers in 6.
You rooting for them, or what you really got? Like your head or your heart? Which one?
Bro, I already made it clear. Like it's my head, but I'm gonna just put my take integrity behind it, bro. I fuck it. I ain't going. I'm going Pacers and 7.
For sure. Well,
Yeah,
same
OKC.
thing.
Yeah, man. I got OKC in 5, man.
That's
I don't see. I look at the Knicks and how the Knicks really should have won that series, and I look at how much better OKC is than the Knicks. I hope that one of y'all is right. I don't care which team win, but I hope it goes 7. But I think the Pacers win 1 game at home and that's it. But I hope y'all right. I hope it goes 6 or 7.
No, for sure. No, for sure. Y'all got anything else for the people?
Nah, that's it for me.
All right, man. We're gonna slide out, man. Ball fella, we tapping in. Be back after game 1. Ball fella.
They do it.